Auteur theory says that the director, one who oversees all audio and visual elements of the film, is to be considered the author of the movies rather than just the writer of a screenplay. It is said that auteurs leave an unmistakable personal stamp on the director's films. In 1954, Francis Truffaut wrote an essay called A Certain Tendency in French Cinema. He claimed that a film is a great medium for expressing the personal ideas of a director. Hayao Miyazaki was born in Tokyo on January 5, 1941. In 1963, he started as an animator at Toei Dialga Studio and was involved in many early Japanese animation films. He is best known for his incredible hand-drawing ability. Hayao Miyazaki is considered to be one of the greatest directors of animated films, with such notable films such as Kiki's Delivery Service, a movie featuring Kiki, a young witch that travels the world searching for the perfect town to settle down and help. Howl's Moving Castle, a movie about a young girl named Sophie that searches with a mysterious wizard to find a witch after being cursed to age tremendously. And lastly, the third movie I will be discussing will be Ponyo, which features a young boy Sasuke who finds a magical fish named Ponyo that slowly starts transforming into a human. The points that are being discussed are his visual styles, the soundtrack selection, and his underlying themes. Miyazaki is best known for his hand-drawn style in his animations rather than the more common computer-animated style, stating from Miyazaki himself that computer-animated styles can be quite excessive at times. Miyazaki uses a diverse range of bright, complementary, and harmonious colors to illustrate the eccentric and outlandish behavior of the characters and scenery. The colors used that stand out more than others are very vibrant greens, festive blues, splashy reds, and dusty beiges. These colors are used throughout all three films, and most notably the dusty beige in the Howl's Moving Castle. This color is the main theme for the main attraction, the Moving Castle. Miyazaki uses this color to represent an older, dirtier medieval-like structure, but when portraying nature, however, Miyazaki uses a very bright and saturated colors to show how vibrant and natural the environment is, showing his fondness of nature in comparison to man-made structures. Miyazaki has selectively chosen his soundtrack that mirrors the events taking place with very loud, powerful, emotional, and most notably instrumental music. There is always some sort of music throughout his films, ranging from quiet, peaceful pieces to reflect harmony between people, and other times loud with instruments going faster and more intense as heard in the following clip. Miyazaki uses this consistent style of string music throughout not only these three films, but ranges throughout all his films. The style hasn't changed much since the beginning, as there is that sense of classicalness with it, even in the newer films. Besides the main themes that occur throughout his films, a few minor but significant themes are also there, even though they may not be noticeable. One of the less noticeable themes is the conservation of the environment and how precious it is. This theme can be seen by looking at how he portrays how beautiful the environment is, and how most of the scenes are done in different environmental scenery. Rarely does Miyazaki use man-made structures and portray them as something special and something that needs to be taken care of. The last theme is the young hero, specifically how in these films it's the young protagonists who save the issues brought throughout the film. This is important because it teaches that even though you are young, you have the ability to be able to save someone else's life or fix the problems that may seem too big for you. An example of this is when Kiki saves Tombo from falling to his death, even doubting her own ability to. In conclusion, it is evident that Hayao Miyazaki uses his unmistakable hand-drawn visual styles to really bring out the saturated colors that portray how beautiful nature is, the carefully orchestrated soundtrack that perfectly mirrors the events taking place, and lastly his hints, his underlying themes of the conservation of environment and the young hero so well and consistently throughout his films that it is obvious that Hayao Miyazaki is a master at his craft and should definitely be considered an auteur.